Alright, I'm going to get some stuff out of the way. We're going to tear down the WMB. And this flywheel actually is complete. So, no dentistry work on this one. I think that's the only, I've got 4 of these engines, or 4 of this style, and this is actually the first one that has a complete flywheel, not missing any teeth. This one also has kind of a weird mashup of bolts on the head. A couple flange style and a couple just regular hex bolts. All of them way too tight. I do like the little stopper thing. You ground your spark plug out to shut the engine off. Yeah, definitely not an original bolt. I don't know what happened to them all. Well, yay, the block is at least intact on this one. So, pair of matching heads. I think they're the same. Oh, the fin pattern's a little bit different. I don't know why, but other than that, I believe they're the same. So I had to use the impact to get the exhaust loose, but the way that comes off is it's just like it's a 1/2 inch pipe thread. So it's this guy, and then there's this is hollow in there, so the exhaust gases come through here, and then they disperse down to this, and this would go to like your flex hose with a muffler on the end, if so equipped. But that's how that comes off. Oh, there it's going. Now, should hopefully be able to get this thing loose. It's actually loose. Just like before, left-handed thread, like the other one. Actually, flywheel's loose, okay. flywheel key. Save him. Put the stuff off to the side. Alright, so I've taken apart 3 of these before. I've not seen one with a points cover on there, so that's new to me. Probably a design improvement to keep moisture and debris and stuff out of there. Do not want to lose you. Ooh, and I almost lost it. So yeah, looks just like an updated version. Let's see, where's my WM plate? Yeah, so here's this is off my WM guts, or gutted motor. So later years apparently they added 2 studs for, this looks like sheet aluminum, but aluminum points cover. Again, probably to keep out debris, but this will be a repeat of the other one. I'm just gonna pull those 4 bolts out of there. Try and keep my hand out of the way of the camera. Oh, this one's coming right apart. Uh-oh, what did I drop? Oh, okay, that's the governor spring. And so where the WMI had the extra base on the bottom, you can see why. So this would actually bolt onto here if it had the extended base on there, if that makes sense. But this has just got a standard cover on the bottom. This is how the WMs are. And again, this is a WMB. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this one actually had oil in it, which is an improvement. And by first glance, yeah, this one definitely looks a lot better inside. If you can see that, I don't know. So this actually has the dipper on the connecting rod bolt. The WMI we took apart had a separate dipper, like such. But similar arrangement. The dipper is on the camshaft side, and I don't want to jinx myself by saying this connecting rod seems a lot less sloppy, but I'm going to and say this connecting rod looks a lot less sloppy. Alright, same as the last one, we got the tabs that have the bolts on the end of the connecting rod cap locked down. Try and unfold those before we get the rod cap off. I think I can get my socket around that. Let's see. Yep, that one should be okay. So the dipper is made right into the connecting rod cap bolt. close-up view of what the locks look like on there. This is where the tab is bent up to lock the bolts into place. Ooh, that's much nicer than the other one. And I'd say the crankshaft looks a lot nicer too. Not quite a mirror finish, and there's a little bit of very light gouging there, but this one overall so far looks way better. I don't know how well you can see the connecting rod journal on the crank, but I'll try to get you in there close. Much closer to a mirror finish like it should be. This one we're going to pull the crankshaft out first, like we probably should have done the other one. So for that I have to get the kickstart pulley off, which there's a set screw in the pulley. That's going to be a problem. The gear here that the kickstart engages with is stuck on. I don't have a good way of getting that off. I might have to look back at my other engines and figure out. Here, if you look at the runner, it turns one way and it locks the other way so that the kick pedal engages it. This one is stuck on there. More cringe for everybody. I'm gonna try and give her a couple very light taps with my little block of wood here. Well, there. See, it's coming free already. The whole crank isn't moving, just that gear is, so that should be a step in the right direction. That's a bad way to show you. Let's see here. Oh, there you go. There, it's free. Just a little bit stuck on there. A little bit of penetrating oil. I don't have any sponsors, so I'm not going to show you the can I used. Ha ha ha. Now with that set screw out, this should just come apart, or come off the end. That little gear is part of this pulley assembly here. That's got the one-way ratcheting piece in there for the Kickstarter. It's kind of set up the same way like a recoil would be. That's basically what it is. So there, it's coming loose. And again, I'm trying not to break anything I don't have to. I can see it. It's just, I don't know why I'm caught. Just on the end of the shaft there might be a little bit of rust built up on it. Can't quite get that free from there. lucky enough to found all 4 of them. Little metal burr right on the end here. A burr right there I'm catching on. So close, so far. Got it. Don't mind me, I have to clean up quick. I'm losing space in my workbench here. Okay, with our kickstart off the back here, the starter gear off the back, the crankshaft should pull out, and the gasket came off. It's okay. So as I pull this out, I want to be careful not to disturb the connecting rod in there. Wow, is that tight? Why is that tight? Took a little doing, but I got the crankshaft out. It was just, I don't know what it was caught on, but it was just kind of stuck in there a little bit. The connecting rod journal has one scratch in it here. Actually, just on the one side a little bit, so that should clean up pretty darn nice. I think this will definitely be a winner compared to the other one that was somewhat chewed up. This one looks pretty darn good, so I'm happy about that. Get our piston and connecting rod out. Probably looks worse than it is, at least on camera. I don't know. And the connecting rod, it probably looks worse than it is. It's like smooth like glass, but it's still got a few little lines in it. But I'm going to say that's definitely a better option to use this than the connecting rod out of the WMI that I just tore down. But this can go off to the side for now. And up next we'll pull the camshaft. And okay, so I remember I talked about the little cap that's usually in them. This one does appear to have it, so I can show you what that looks like. It's just a little cup. Don't know how to show you this, but the other one just had like it was just a hole there and you could see the pin, but this one, if you can see it, it's just a little cap in there. Hard to make out. And let's see. Yeah, I gotta take the kick pedal off to get to the pin back here. I could probably get past it, but I think I'd rather just get it out of my way. That was not tight at all. Finally, something that came apart easy. Probably leave that there. And again, the pin for the camshaft you want to drive from the kickstart side of the engine through to the front, which, well, I would consider the front, but this is your flywheel side. So the pin is right here. We're going to drive it out that way to come out the flywheel side of the engine, which will free up our camshaft in there. I'm grabbing another bolt. Ooh, this one's going to be tight. Budged. As soon as that cap comes out, I'll show you guys that. We're making progress. Okay, a little cap came out. I want to show you that. So, this is what I was trying to show you. This is the flywheel side of it. But this, and of course I dropped it. But it just looks like a little cup. I don't know exactly what its function is. And we are free. Now I'm going to grab a trusty longer bolt to get that out the rest of the way. Pull my bolt back out. We can fish our cam out of there. Like I said, you can definitely tell this one actually had oil in it. This looks pretty. This one looks really nice too. So, got this one actually looks machined. All the other ones I've seen are pretty rough cast yet. This is the one out of the WMI. The WMB, it definitely looks like it was machined. And of course, here's the broken one I showed you in the beginning of the WMI teardown, but also really rough cast. Alright, that's about it for this one. Same as the last one, I'm leaving the, well, the tappets are going to fall out as soon as I flip the engine over, but these can come out. I'll just pull them out anyways and show you. But this is what the camshaft lobe pushes on to push the valves. And I am going to do a video for valves. I don't have a spring compressor. I've got one coming in the mail. So as soon as that comes in, I've got three of the two blocks I tore down. The WMB, the WMI, and the regular WM, my engine that I plan on putting the good parts into. But all the magic's under there. So I'll be pulling valves out of all of them and then lapping and seating valves, and we'll set valve lash on this. This is the raw WM block that I showed you at the beginning of the whole mess. And we will go from there. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.